Hello and welcome to this video series on Daily Current Affair Booster. And if you're preparing for IAS, CDS, FCAT, NDA or CAPF, this video is going to be real helpful for you because here we discuss all the important news snippets from Indian Express, The Hindu, All India Radio, PIB and Rajya Sabha Television. So today's date is 3rd November of 2018. So let's see what are the different articles that we'll discuss today. So the first one is regarding the national action plan that we have started on the conservation of the migratory birds. So this particular action plan is for the 5 years. So what we're trying to do here is there are basically flyways. Flyways are basically the region from where a particular bird starts its migration and ends it. So there are basically 9 flyways and we are going to concentrate on the central flyway because this is where India comes in. So right now there are a lot of migratory birds which are coming from say Siberia and a lot of other places and actually coming here in India. So we need to understand what is the action plan all about. So this action plan is basically given by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change right here. So they will be coordinating with Niti Aayog and also a lot of implementing bodies will be involved in this. You can see here the State Forest Department, research institutes, NGOs and a lot of others countries also have these conservation action plans. So they will be coordinating with them, get the best practices and implement it in our flyway also. Moving forward, this is the map of Thailand. We'll be discussing the map of Thailand because this is a part of ASEAN nation and the capital of Thailand is basically Bangkok here. You need to see all the bordering countries here. You can see here right over here Myanmar, Laos. Laos is a landlocked country. If you see Vietnam does not touches us, Cambodia touches it, and you can see here Malaysia. And this is known as the Strait of Malacca, which you can see here. Most of the trade route which is coming from the Middle East passes through this choke point known as the Strait of Malacca. To avoid the congestion here, we are actually trying to build an artificial canal here so that we can pass some of the trade through this also, but this is still under construction. Here you can see the famous South China Sea. Here you will see all those Sparcel and Parcel Island, which is actually under threat because China wants to gain it and building artificial island on those. Moving forward, this is about China again. China has launched the 32nd launch for the BEDO. So BEDO is basically for their navigation system. Also, just like GPS system, they have this system known as BEDO. Similar to that, India has IRNSS system, which is known as Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System. So this basically has 3 geostationary and 4 geosynchronous satellites and the orbit altitude of 36,000. So what it does is we have 7 satellites, and what we're trying to do is we are getting the correct location of a particular point using 7 different angles. Because we have 7 satellites, we get the accuracy in it. So that's the whole purpose why IRNSS is used. Moving forward, this is about the Kepler Telescope, and this Kepler Telescope has actually retired because the fuel for this particular observatory is been over, and that's the reason will no more be able to use it. The reason why Kepler spacecraft was launched was to actually study various constellation and also the Earth-like planets which are available in the solar system, which revolves around the sun. So we're trying to understand that. So this was launched basically in 2009, and right now this will be going dismantle, or basically this will get retired because of the fuel issue. Moving forward, in Kerala, we have found new virus being detected. It's known as the West Nile virus. So this is the first case, and what happens in this particular disease is there are a lot of changes in your neurological diseases, and also genetic disorder might happen if you are countered with this particular virus. And this is spread again through mosquitoes. Remember, there are a lot of other disease which are spread through mosquitoes. The recently which we discussed was Zika virus, which is also spread through mosquitoes. Here the virus name is flavivirus, and here you need to understand the actually the vector who's carrying it is a mosquito. It can be a bird, it can be a horse, it can be humans also. But right now, based on the research, it's never found that you can actually transmit this disease from human to human. But if the bird is in contact with the mosquito is in contact with the horses or the humans, it can actually spread the virus. Moving forward, this is about the news that INS Virat, which was actually decommissioned in 2016, will be now made as a floating museum. So this is the news about the INS Virat, which is actually which was long back our aircraft carrier. Right now we have Vikram Aditya, which we have bought from Russia. INS Virat, we bought it from UK. Now, this is about very important. This is about the index of industrial production. So, what has happened is in the month of September, the growth we have seen is the increase of 4% compared to the previous year. Now, what is index of industrial production? So this is basically an index created by the CSO, which works directly under the Ministry of Statistics and Program. So the base year for this is considered as 2011 to 12. So what do they do? So what they do is basically they understand the production of various sectors. There are three major sectors which they actually concentrate on. The first one being manufacturing, followed by mining, and then the electric sector. So the main concentration is, or the highest weightage is here given to mining sector. So there are basically 809 items which are classified into these sectors. Based on that, they decide the production of which of these sectors increased or decreased. Also, you need to understand there is some eight core industry when it comes to India. You can have a look at here. There are coal, crude oil, natural gas, refinery, fertilizer, steel, cement, and electricity. And UPSC might just ask you about the various core industry, whether they have been growing or not, and which are the core industry which are usually in loss. All those questions come up, and IIP has a little weightage when it's come to indicating these eight core performance. So that's all for today, guys. I hope this video helped you a lot. The PDF of this will be available in the drive link, which will be given in the description box. Thank you and have a nice day. Jai Hind.